Something's coming, can't say when. Belt tied around me, heart within. Doors might open any moment now. Gotta be prepared somehow. I'm ready and waiting, fire burning bright. I'm ready and waiting through longest night. Won't let it die out, won't fade away. Ready and waiting for that day. Burning, burning, never gonna stop. Burning, burning, till the moment comes.
Evening, everybody. Good to see you. Glad you could make it. Thank you for coming. Tonight's going to be a bit different. It's going to be exciting. But I just have to put out the disclaimer first. I'm not bad-mouthing Eddy at all. I don't want to have any bad blood between him or anything. This is just simply going through the accusations made about me, and I have given him the opportunity to come in and present to us what he presents to his audience. So I am able to tell him what nonsense it is. But anyway, like I said, I have nothing against you, Eddy. I do pray for you, man, and I believe what you are pushing is total nonsense and not right, because I am getting attacked for falsities, and it is literally bearing false witness against me, which is not the way to go. So I do pray you come right, and you maybe just listen to everything going on. Anyway, we are joined by PJ. How's it going, man?
Good. Sorry, I was taking while I was behind the scene. I was taking a bite my dinner there. Yeah, good. I was live streaming last night when Sandro had left mine to go to sleep, but I think he ended up going to Banjo's for some reason. And then he came straight back to mine saying, "God, bloody Banjo, talking about my avatar. Yes, I know that's symbology and all that, but I did it because I was taking a picture of my bloodshot eye, and I just kept it for the sake of it. I'd say I'm taking the piss out of the Illuminati. Just because people use symbology, people call that symbology. Yes, bad people use that symbology, but not everybody who uses an eye, wears the color orange, you know what I mean, has a bad cage in the background, has an owl, you know, all that kind of stuff. Not everybody knows all the symbology, and not everybody that projects that symbology on their videos or whatever knows what it's about. But even the people that do know what it's about, it doesn't matter. It doesn't mean to say they're doing evil by it. You know?
Exactly. I just want to shout out my fellow Illuminati club member,
Yes.
Sandro. Hey, man. Glad you could make it, Mr. One Eye. Guys, I've known Sandro for many years now, and this has always been his avatar. As literally, like he says, it was a joke taken out of Bloodshot, and that was it. He's kept it.
Yeah.
I see nothing wrong with it. I think when it comes to the intent of showing it, that's the problem with the one eye symbolism.
Yeah.
It's very intentional.
Yeah.
Okay? It's an intentional thing.
Mm-hmm.
Sandro's avatar is just, it's not an intentional thing. It's just a fun-made thing, and it's always been that way.
Mm.
But we're going to get through his videos sometime, and we're going to look at what he's saying, because a lot of it is just reaching.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's nothing more than just making things up, which is sad.
Okay.
Like I said, I have nothing against the guy.
Mm-hmm.
I do pray for him, and I pray for everybody that does believe it, because I've been getting attacked because of this, guys.
It's mad.
Yeah, people are attacking me on Discord, on emails because of this.
It's mad. Like you say, we're meant to be skeptical. We're not meant to be paranoid schizophrenics. You know what I mean? We're meant to be skeptical.
I think sometimes the community has got too far.
Mm.
They've become too gullible and too stereotypical conspiracy types that they just hinge on everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So because something's said, therefore, it's just true.
Mm-hmm.
And then everybody just rides that wave. And it's an unfortunate thing. And I do feel that there is some kind of spirit over the FE community that is not kosher.
No.
It's becoming ridiculous, in my opinion.
Very.
As much as I want to support the FE community, things like this is starting to make it look ridiculous, and I do pray it comes right. Because this is not what the FE community is supposed to be about.
It's getting really paranoid. It's crazy. Like I say, not everybody knows the symbology, but people who do know the symbology, just because they use it, it doesn't mean to say that's what they're talking about. They could be using it for something else, you know? It's not, I love the color purple. Does that mean to say I'm demonic because I love the color purple? Because it's meant
You're
to be
a pimp,
red.
man, because you like purple, you're a pimp.
You know? Like I
crazy.
said, I mean, I I used to be into conspiracies and all that, and research the Illuminati. And yes, it's true. There's secret societies out there. There's people out there that are bad, and that. But so for that, remember when I started my channel, I was going to call it Illuminati, which is PJ with Illuminati in the middle. You know what I mean? And I was going to give it the symbol of the 666 and the one eye to take the piss. But if I did that, can you imagine the hassle I would have got just for?
Oh yeah, no, you'd always hear. You'll never hear the end of it. I just want to say hi, Newell. Sir, good to see you. I want to say everybody in chat quickly. Good to see you, Roger, Pirate Man. What's up, PJ? Obviously there. Availability, QN fee. Josh, great to see you, brother. Dave, Jesus Free Computer Geek. Always good to see you too. Coral Apple, Sandro, Debatable D, David Banner, Jeff Gashead, Charles. Glad to have you in, mate. Let's see who else I saw. Derek Nelson, what's up? Thomas Jackson, good to see you too. Terrett, hello. Vicky, glad to have you in. Wesley, good to see you too. A lot of people in, so that's a good thing. If I missed your name, I do apologize. Sorry. Anyway, how's it going, you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. How about yourself?
I'm good now that I've joined the club without knowing I've joined it. But yeah.
Yeah, that reminds me when you shouted out Charles, and Vicky was telling me in the comment section, Charles, Jedi Tech, put in a good defense for you. Do you know what I mean? Told him, look, I know him personally. I Bible study with him. He's not part of this, what you're saying. You know what I mean?
I'm against it. Everybody knows it. And that's the sad thing about it. Even Banjo knows I talk out against this.
Of course.
So why would I talk out against something that I'm supposedly supporting? It doesn't make sense. Hi, Derek.
Hey. I just want to let you know, Keith, I love you so much. And PJ, I don't know who else that is. NS, who's that?
It's NWO Slayer. I've been on a few live streams.
Nate.
Nah, it's a different person.
That's not Nate.
Really?
No, you're thinking about it's Nate, the young guy, Nate, the young dude, the school dude.
Okay. Okay. Anyway, I'll apologize for the argument that we had, Keith, last night, or in your morning, I suppose. No, just years ago, I had a grueling experience with. I won't mention it. And I love Sam too. I really do.
Flats is frozen.
I was gonna say he's frozen for anyone else. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he's gone.
He dropped.
It'll be his internet. He'll probably pop back in. He'll probably come back in. Okay. That happens quite a lot.
Yeah, it's only the start of the stream, so he's definitely coming back. Unless it's like a power outage or something.
It could be a power outage. That happens a lot where he's at. And he has load shedding as well. So, but it wasn't obviously scheduled for now. But he would come on. Oh, wow. Let me see if he's going.
Well, anyway, hope you boys are having a good day. Hope everyone's having a good day. I can't keep my eye on the chat when I'm on the video like this.
Well, you might make sure you keep both eyes on chat, because if it's one eye, you'll be called Illuminati.
Oh, you're right. Like with Sandro, I mean, he's had that thing since the get-go.
Yeah, I know.
And the man has never done me any wrong, in my experience.
Doesn't look like Flats is coming back.
What's the claim here with the Illuminati? What's exactly your people saying?
Banjo said something about Flatsoid and Sandro last night, saying that Flatsoid's new channel is full of Illuminati symbology. So he thinks Flatsoid's in it. He says this is not good. And Sandro's Illuminati because he uses the one eye symbol as his avatar. He uses that avatar because he took a picture of each bloodshot eye one day and just thought it'd be funny to use it, and now takes the piss out of Illuminati and stuff with his avatar. It's a bloody eye, Yes, I see this symbology as well. I call that symbology, but I don't go too deep with it. I don't go like mad with it, It's mad. I don't think Flash is coming back by the looks of it.
It's a tad obsessive, in my opinion.
Oh, he's trying to get back on restream. There we go. There he is.
There we go. Yeah, guys, I don't know what's going on.
There's Charles.
My internet's up, but restream was just not doing anything. What's up, Charles? Good to see you.
Yeah. Good.
Hey, man.
Comment, Sorry, Vicky told me about it. I didn't see it. Vicky told me.
Yeah, look, the thing is, he's hinging off of a thumbnail I had.
Yes.
And that
Yes.
thumbnail was a very specific symbology about that video. Now, the video I had, that thumbnail, is the background of this thumbnail you can see on the live stream now, with an eye, and it has the crown of thorns with some fire and everything. The symbology was that about the Satan's short season is governed by a false authority, an evil false authority. That is exactly what the symbology between that thumbnail was. Now, apparently, he's taken and said, oh, I am now dodgy and I'm a misinformation agent, and I
Very
don't know, I'll
confusing.
join the club because I'm using one eye symbolism. What? It's totally nonsense.
Yeah,
But
I
I
wouldn't
mean,
take it to heart, Keith.
But I mean, the point I'm trying to make in this is it's too easy to say things like this. People
Yeah, and I
are
mean, nowadays it's so mainstream that you have a lot of people like unintentionally doing a lot of this symbolism, and they just think it's like popular. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that's what you're doing, but just in general, like you could probably just go on a random video, and you'll see somebody totally unrelated to the occult doing some arguably occultic things, but they probably aren't even aware of it.
Yeah, it was over the top, and it pissed me off. I mean,
well,
because you've let me be on here and spread the gospel, and so, and you can't just be accusing brothers, because you know who the accuser is?
Satan.
It's the devil. Okay, so as a believer, as a Christian, you have to go to your brother and ask him. Don't just accuse. Those are some serious things, accuses that you're doing, that you're saying to him. And so it's important that, I mean, if we're to operate like Christ operates, we need to be unified and talk together and approach each other in love, not just go on these and be confused. Like he was confused about that. He even equated your flame, the flame. I go, no, it's Luke 12:35, right?
yep,
It's
it's
about
about the
the
oil.
keeping your fire going. Yes, it had nothing to do with the number 3. And so he's reaching, and it's just, and I like you said, I have nothing personal against him, but I don't like when people talk about my brothers in Christ. Okay, and that needs to be addressed. So
Yeah, and
we already have enough division as it is. We don't need
yeah,
more.
and I just gotta quickly say about the video. In my opinion, you're getting the same treatment you gave TFE. I didn't give this treatment to TFE. The difference is between TFE and myself with this was they go out their way to do the symbolism. Okay,
Yes.
they show it constantly over and over, and they're proud of it, and they aren't Christians. This is a whole different thing when you have a brother in Christ bearing false witness against you by totally misrepresenting what you're saying, and then you're getting attacked because of this false narrative.
Right.
Do you understand? So
And
to
it seems to
me,
be a one-off too. Like,
yeah,
I can't recall any of your older videos having this issue. He has a problem with this one video, and now it's your entire identity.
Yeah, but I mean, as a Christian, and if he had a problem, he could have come to me privately and said, "Listen, I've got an issue with this. Can you?" I would have been more than happy to explain it to him.
Yes, that's how we should be doing this.
But the problem is he's getting influenced by other people.
Yep.
Sorry, I don't want to really say names, so I'm not going to, but you guys know who I'm talking about on the panel.
Yep.
He's influencing because that guy has been attacking me lately for absolutely no reason either, because he claims I'm a shill because I let people come on that he doesn't agree with.
Right.
Now, to me, this is not right. The FE community is busy falling apart because of stuff like this. It's an unfortunate thing. And it's sad to see, because we're supposed to be the truth community, and people are getting divided by really idiotic, gullible things.
Yeah.
And Keith, I'm not sure if you heard me, but I did apologize for our argument.
Oh yes, I heard that.
Oh, good.
Thanks, Derek. Appreciate it, man.
Despite the argument, dude, I love you very much. Yes, I do. I mean, you're my brother in Christ.
Definitely.
That's it.
No, same, man.
And so I want people to see the love we have for each other, despite disagreements we have.
Yeah. Well, God always teaches us to forgive 70 times.
That's right. And dude. It's almost kind of a nothing burger in ways. It really is. I suppose I was kind of projecting something that happened to me years ago with, I won't even mention it. And like with Sam, you know, I love him too. I really do. Like, he's really searching for the truth. He is. And so I won't hold certain things against him either. I won't.
No, but as I said, that's why we don't take things personally. And I do 100% agree with what Josh is saying here.
Yeah.
Flat Earth has become an idol. It's not
Yep.
biblical cosmology. I feel exactly that there's some weird spirit
Yep.
that is in this community of late, and it's ever happened since the demonic TFE thing happened.
Yep. Like Josh said,
And
we
I-
need to be vigilant.
I think it's
that
apparent because
spirit.
they know it's
Mhm.
flat. These same people telling you it's a globe are the ones that know it's flat. So they kind of have to have this bit of infiltration to kind of steer the narrative how they want it to go.
Mhm.
And we addressed Jonathan Morandi. You were very cordial to him. Were we supposed to be, you know, vindictive and evil and like talk crap? You know, no.
No,
He would have
and none
never
of it
gone
happened.
on and opened up and exposed a little bit of the deception. That's why we did it.
Yeah,
So,
but that's also, I mean, and we were really open with him, and we told him why we thought the way we did. It was as simple as that. And
Yeah.
as Jonathan Morandi, as a selfish person, I got nothing against the guy. I think he can be a very nice guy. We can really
Yeah.
get along.
Yeah.
Do I believe that TFE was still above board? No, I don't.
Yeah.
Hello?
Good to see you, brother.
First time camming up on here. Usually I never have the cam. I figured I'm the only one without it, so I might as well, right?
But yes, I don't know if you guys saw the video from Banjo though.
I
didn't,
seen
but
part
I can
of it last
imagine.
night. I was live last night. I clipped it. Obviously, I clipped the Sandra part and a bit to do with you. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I saw-
at the end. But
I heard
they
that.
said a whole lot. I was live myself. So
The last time I was like in one of Eddy's streams, like it's like he kind of avoided me because I'm not fully on board with the AE map 100%. Where I'm not trying to throw it out, but because I'm not on board with it 100%, he's like, oh, he wants to shoo me aside.
was you the dude that come and told us about the Gibraltar Rock Mandela effect? Is that not the NS guy? Is he the guy who told us about the? It's not, is it? I'm getting mixed up with somebody
Oh
else.
no, I don't think that's me, brother.
No, I'm getting you mixed up with somebody
No.
else.
No,
No. He you quite actually. What's your real name? I keep calling you Northern. If I may
Who, me?
ask. Yeah, if I may
Oh,
ask.
my name's Jaden.
Jaden, there we go. I think that's
recognize
better.
you from somewhere. I mean,
Because as far as I know, Jaden, you've always been, I don't know, very cool and
Yeah, I don't hop in all the live streams, but I catch like every 5th live stream or so on average.
yeah. What's up, Sov? Good to
what's
see you,
up,
man.
guys?
Hello,
Hey,
Sov.
Yeah, I've
What
been in
is it?
Sov's
So-
live stream a few times as well.
What is
I'm
with
gonna
this,
call out Sov as an Illuminati, guys,
Yeah,
I am.
yeah, right.
of course you are.
because his avatar.
Oh
his
no,
avatar
dude.
shows a pyramid.
There.
No,
No, don't. Oh no.
It's confirmed, guys. It's
The
confirmed.
all mocking tongue.
Oh no.
Whatever.
Go on, Jim Carrey. Yeah, you've got Fearless as well in your t-shirt there, Flats. It's got 2 E's in it. That's backwards 33.
It is.
Oh.
Oh man.
But what are your thoughts, Sov? Do you agree with us that I don't know? It's kind of gone insanity level in the flat Earth community of late.
Yeah. Yeah. There's some real wackadoodles going around, man. And your poll about whether the TFE was getting ridiculous. What do you mean getting ridiculous? The shit was ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
Beginning, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely. Yeah. But yeah, I've seen a lot of unhinged shit coming out, you know, people getting all, this is the problem with a lot of flat earthers is that they get into an idea and then they go and make a claim about it. And it's like, no. Like I hear these people say, the sun is 3,000 miles away. How do you know that? How do you know how far away it is? I think chasing the sun and trying to figure out how far away it is actually and all that, that's a fool's errand.
But you see, that's the thing. They use strawmen. They because we use trigonometry, then they say, well, based on trigonometry, it tells you that it should be 3,000 miles.
Hmm?
That's not true because they're hypocrites. Even based on the globe, they believe the sun's position is not exactly its position because it's refracted. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. So how do you
why
measure the
why
distance
can they
to a
have it?
refraction?
Yeah, why can they have it refracted on their globe, but in reality with flat Earth, we're not allowed to have a reflected sun, or just it's an apparent position. It's not at an actual position.
You know who Kyle Adams is?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
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 He did a video on about the bouncing radar off the sun bullshit. Boy, is he
Oh,
tear
the-
that apart really good.
Oh, did he?
Yeah,
Tear it apart.
The
I
black
ran
body.
across it on Facebook. I'm gonna send
Okay.
it to PJ.
That's quite cool.
Send it to me.
So I was thinking we can go through some of Mr. Banjo's video, and this is what I want to start with because this is where I started thinking, oh, man, this is kind of ridiculous. What does that look like to you from Robbie Davidson, or whatever? Celebrate Truth. What does that symbolize? That logo, avatar.
Crown of thorns.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a crown of thorns.
In space.
Uh-huh.
I want you guys to listen to what Eddy is saying this actually means.
Oh God.
Okay, just listen to this.
Go. And I know a lot of you cannot see what I can see on my screen here. All right, so I decided to take it to Photoshop and divert the colors, and now perhaps there. Okay.
Cool.
Is it loading now? What's wrong with my internet tonight? Sorry, guys.
Well, it looks like
Seems
it's
to be very
loading.
I'm
unstable.
just curious,
for some
like
reason.
what is inverting colors? What is that really going to do here? Like,
Oh
this
no,
is-
he does this to kind of say, "Oh, look, it's blurring at the top and the bottom, so therefore it's symbolizing an eye."
Oh,
After he literally just manipulated the photo himself.
I mean, at that point, you could just make it say whatever you want. You might as well just start painting
Yeah.
an eye on there.
Like I said, I don't like sticking up for Duffy, but he did do a video the other week saying Duffy said about, oh, we didn't go Antarctica to see about the
And
24
then
hour
he
sun.
corrected himself.
He could, yeah, but the thing, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Now, what you call it, Banjo just clipped that bit and showed it, and we all see it. But when I got to the actual timestamp, someone can't think stupid checked out for me. He slipped what he was saying. He was actually talking about a 24-hour moon. I think it was a Freudian slip, but it was a slip nonetheless. So
Yeah,
Banjo should have
the-
showed the context because that
Yeah,
was a
the
slip.
thing is, I still do think the reason he had that fraud and stuff was because he's dishonest about TFE.
Yeah.
Okay, and they didn't really see a sun. But I'm not gonna go and say, okay, be dishonest, just cherry pick a piece
Yeah.
and leave it at that, because that's exactly what the Globers do to us.
That's it.
So to me, that's dishonest to just play it as if that's it.
That's it. That's why I showed it on my stream
And that's why
last
I'm not
week.
pushing it.
Yeah, that's why I showed it on my stream last week, because I showed the video clip as well, because Roger showed me it. And I was like, oh, yeah, look at this. And then I said to myself, I did say to everybody, I'd like to see the context, though, because all we're hearing is that part, and then he repeats it, and then it goes off. There's nothing else. So I'd like to see the context. And when I finally seen the context, it was a slip. It was a Freudian slip, I think, but it was a slip nonetheless. He was talking about moon.
Talking about his new logo.
I'm trying to figure out how to get this working. What's going on here? Okay.
There we go.
Now it doesn't want to get up. Okay.
no, but
Oh,
above
okay.
Robbie Davidson
Celebrating.
was a moderator of his years ago, and I was calling him out back then. Where was Eddie then?
That he was
Yeah. Look, I've
And now
never
he's
trusted
just
Robbie
getting on
Davidson
board.
ever. I
Give
haven't
me
really
a
watched
break.
his stuff. I never watched his stuff, to be honest. I didn't like the whole vibe he ever gave off, although he, was
I know,
claiming to be
he's
the Christian
weird.
thing. But he's always pushed as like self-appointed authority over Flat Earth. Like he was just forcing himself to be the authority of Flat Earth.
Well,
He's
I'm
always
pretty
doing
sure
that.
like
Yeah, he was.
140,000 of his subs are fake.
And
They're not real.
Over the curve, he said something like that Flat Earth is the biggest thing ever, and it ever will be. You know what I mean? Like totally making an idol out of Flat Earth.
But the thing that bothers me the most about Robbie Davidson, claiming to be a Christian, and
Yeah.
you say the Bible teaches a flat. Now all of a sudden, no, it doesn't.
Right. No. Oh, because of the TFB, that all of a sudden makes God's word not true. How,
Yeah.
how do you
Exactly.
how do you make
That's
that
my
work,
point.
Robbie?
He's taken man's word over God's word.
Mhm.
That's
His
right.
relationship was always fragile with Jesus. That's why he was never
Well,
in it.
or he was fake to begin with.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think the biggest words he was into is what's written on the dollar bill, is what I think. That was the word he was interested in. He's going to go with the flow, whichever way he sees the cash signs, man. That's it.
Oh,
Right.
right. No. Like even when I was moderating for him on Discord, like he was always promoting Bitcoin or whatever cryptocurrency it was. It's like, what is this guy doing? Like, we're trying to promote faith in Christ here. And no, he wasn't doing that. No, he's like,
Yeah,
oh
it's
no,
a-
put your
I've-
money
but
here.
I've
Put
never
your money
seen
there.
him really. I've never seen him really do anything for the community, other than I created get-togethers. Okay, great. Anybody can create get-togethers. He got money out of it. It was literally conferences that people had to pay to attend. So it was a business for him.
Right.
That's it.
And you were
Yeah, he
never at
told me
one of the,
once
you
that
were
you
never
have
at
to
those
make
shill
deals with the
fests
world.
either.
You guys
Flat.
know that? He
There's
told
two-
me you have to make deals with the world. I'm like, no, you don't.
What was you saying,
Wow.
Charles?
Another thing, Flats has never joined these shill fests, these weekend money grabs. He's never been associated with these guys, and they were attempting to do that last night.
Yeah.
That was so. Again, people by their fruit, and it's ridiculous. It's a complete total reach.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fruitless endeavor.
Sparked,
That's
but
right, Charles.
Exactly.
actually,
But I want you guys to see the reach he gets to with some of this stuff. It's quite insane. It's around okay now.
right now, seen
Let's go back.
immediately he saw, wow, this is an eye. You can see there's an eye. It was blurred on top, was blurred on the middle. It really looked like the all-seeing eye, right? Now,
Way to be 8 years late there, Eddie.
How convinced are we this guy's just not
you
fishing
see
for
they use the
content? He might
symbolism.
just be trolling.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, is he just out of content and he's like, you know what? I'll say a white lie and drag some other names into it so I can get more clout. Like, I don't understand what he's really doing with this. That's ridiculous.
And the thing is, even Banjo's been called out on quite a few things that he's, even been debunked on, and he refuses to. He just ignores it and he carries on pushing the same misinformation.
Eddie was all, cozy with, Dave Weiss himself. Very cozy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it
explain
seems
that,
to me anybody with an oval in their profile picture is his next target.
Oh, Sandra Shop. Yeah, it's exactly that. But I mean, you're going to see now he's just going to associate everybody with one-eye symbolism.
That's the thing they do, man. And I think who was doing that before? Richie from Boston was doing that, and RB Truth. And it's like, dude, some people, sometimes people scratch their freaking eye. Sometimes people without having idle hands will do something like this.
With the
It
hands,
doesn't
yeah.
mean they're in a club. Get stupid. God.
But I mean, even
know.
points out from behind the curve with Jeranism, where they take a still shot, they take a screenshot of him standing and half his face is in the dark, in the shadow. Therefore, he's posed that way for one-eye symbolizer. It's how ridiculous. As much as I don't like Jaren, as much as I do think he is a shill and stuff, that I think was unintentional. It was literally from a documentary, and they took a screenshot. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous.
Here,
Even
you see this guy.
Even Temple. The reason Temple makes is he's got two channels. Okay, he places it like this, and he just moves the writing. Otherwise, you can't see his face, because his face is the, how can I say, it's the identity of the channel. People know him by his face. If you can't see his face and only see TCW, you're not going to know who he is. So now it's like, oh, it's one eye symbolization. No.
Yeah, them things are a pain in the butt to get lined up anyway.
I mean,
Yeah.
here's my thing quickly. Like, you judge a tree by its fruits, right? So let's say you do have the one eye symbolism. In your case, you literally have Jesus Saves in your YouTube name. Like that alone kind of counteracts whatever they're trying to say was in one single thumbnail. You know what I mean? Like, I think there has to be a collective basis. Like, oh yeah, one eye symbolism. He's showing occultic signs in this. He's doing this. Like, you can't just take one still image and be like, oh yeah, he's part of the group for sure. And then
I
don't
told him
listen
that.
to what he
He's trying
says,
to be-
because what he says is about Jesus, about repentance, about flat Earth, about the truth. Don't listen to that. Just take the picture, because what
I
he
met-
says goes.
Yeah.
It's
If
not
somebody's in a
what he says, you know?
secret-
It
If
doesn't make
somebody's
sense.
in a secret society, they're certainly not going to make it obvious, right? So
Well,
somebody
yeah.
scratching their eye or some other shit like that is not, that's nothing. You catch that son of a gun coming out of a temple wearing a robe and carrying bloody body parts. Now
Yeah.
we got something, okay?
Yeah.
Now we got something we can go on. But there's a reason it's
I mean, it's
cult
different
society.
if it's different if it's patterns of it and it's blatant. You know, you can see that. I mean, look, someone could take that still image there and say, look, Banjo's got one eye showing. He's got one eye showing. You can turn around and say,
There we go. Yeah, his hair is in front of
Yeah.
his eye there. Therefore, he's
His hair's in front of
Yeah.
one eye. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
I told him.
play it both ways.
I mentioned, hey, he literally has Jesus Saves in big letters, and just completely ignored that one. You know, I was like, and then Luke 12:35. You know, it's right there.
I want to just
unbelievable.
ask a question based on the Illuminati, and we can go on their site now if you really want to. Are they Christian based?
No.
No, of course not.
It's kind of counterintuitive for a Illuminati club member to be pushing Christianity. It literally goes against what they believe.
Right.
And Keith,
Well,
in your
honestly,
defense-
I would say these Illuminati members would be the ones pushing the Satan's little season thing. So the fact
That's
that
the
you're
whole
rebuking
point. That
that
was
just shows you're obviously not on their side.
That was the point of my
Yeah.
thumbnail. Like I was saying, it's based on a psyop from false authority. The
Yep.
false messiah
Yeah.
is pushing this, and that's why it's the Illuminati eye with the crown of thorns around it with fire, because the symbolization is about the false authority pushing Satan's short season.
If that time you had a sore eye, you must have got that sore eye intentionally.
People
just so you
are
could be-
still telling me it was the part of the Black Eye Club.
really.
Oh.
Ah,
Yeah.
No, but no, either way, no, Keith, like you promote the gospel, not a gospel, the gospel.
And I
Who
try my
amongst the
best.
Illuminati promotes the gospel?
And the thing is, I do try my best
None of them.
to be as authentic as I can about how open I am about it. I'm transparent when it comes to these things. I try my best. And I mean, I piss a lot of people off because, you know, we don't have the same opinions. And I think my subs show that because I lose quite a few every single day. I've dipped down to over 4,000 again. Because people are pissed off because I don't agree with them. It's like, if I really cared about subs and all fame and stuff, I would be trying to please everyone. I'm not a people pleaser. I'm a God pleaser. That's who I am.
That's what we have to be, because that's what all it really matters. In the end.
Well, a lot of these guys rely on the programming that was given to you at an early age, that if you're not conforming, they're going to mock and ridicule you and call you names. And of course, nobody likes that, right?
Right.
Well, you can come to a point where you don't care. You don't care. Say whatever you like. It's obvious that what I'm doing is really bugging the hell out of you. It's really bugging the hell out of you, and I'm going to keep doing it, despite what you say, because I'm not going to succumb to that tactic. I don't care if everybody in the room says, "A brick of lead will definitely float in water." I don't give a shit. I'm going to say it don't, and y'all are morons for thinking so.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm going to do. I don't care about being the odd man out, man. I've always been the odd man out, so That's 60 years of that shit. You get used to it. You don't care.
Uh-huh.
I'm getting there myself.
David's like, how can I join the club? I have no idea because I'm not part of it. All
Have
I
you
know is it's not a
sacrificed
club you want to be part of because it's very sick.
Have you sacrificed a chicken to Moloch? That's the first question you got to know. So if you
I
haven't
think the
done it,
question.
Well, step number 1: put an oval in your profile picture, and then turn up the gain. That's step number 1.
Yeah, it's quite crazy. I mean, I was like talking to my wife the other day because you're looking at our son. He just turned 2 months today, and you look at the small child and you think, how can people hurt such vulnerable,
You know?
innocent babies?
Mm.
And now they come with the audacity and the sickening stuff by claiming I'm part of clubs and satanistic
fire-
rituals that hurt.
That's what fires me up, dude.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'm the kind of guy that, because I'm a South African red-blooded male and I was brought up quite tough, if I have to see someone do something to a child, I'll probably end up hit. Christian as I am, that I wouldn't be able to control myself. Let's put it that
Punch
way.
him right in the face.
No, we're still men with flaws. I mean, I don't know what I'd do to someone that hurt anybody in my family, especially direct family like my son or anything. Well, anybody in my family, but you know what I mean? I'd like to think I'd forgive them, but maybe later I'd forgive them. But first of all, I'd be looking for.
I'll forgive them after. I'll forgive them after they forget their name in hospital.
Yes, basically that's kind of how we kind of see it in it. But yeah. But
And
guys
no, I
probably
am not promoting violence. I'm just.
No.
You guys have missed another Illuminati symbol probably, and it's this. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. That's ASL for poop. Never mind.
Nice.
But yeah, let's see what he's claiming there.
Fact checkers, those flat earthers who were fact checking TFE, many of them actually were working for the TFE undercover. You have this guy here, his symbolism 2017, truth in plain sight right there. You have Witsit welcoming Will Duffy, displaying his symbolism right there. So going back to this, right? Let me go back to this and talk about the next subject, right? Where will I find something very similar to this? Okay, where did I find? Well, right here. This is Flatzoid's new. Recently, he had a show talking about Satan's little season.
Oh, what?
And I'm not paying attention on the eye.
Recently,
He just by the eye.
quite a while ago.
Mm.
So like a few months ago, actually. And see, this Revelation is one of the guys attacking me, claiming, "Oh, my one eye symbolization." Literally looking at my old logo. You know what my old logo was? That Adam Meekin made for me. And when you stick it in the avatar, it's showing half my face. And said, "Oh, you see, you're putting one eye symbolizes." I said, based on that, it wasn't my intention. I pointed out and I changed it straight away. Just ignoring that now.
Yeah. Well, I think it's if I make
a
a video on the Illuminati, can I not put like a pyramid in the title or the thumbnail?
No, you're not
like,
allowed
literally
to.
said
No.
a video is
No,
about
because that
Satan,
means you're one of them.
and he's mad
Well-
that there's some type of satanic imagery on a video about Satan. Like
Well,
it has nothing to do with you. It's the topic of the video.
Yeah.
It's not about your beliefs.
Exactly.
It's just the topic of the video.
Alistair Crowley's on my thumbnail for tomorrow. Does that mean I support what Alistair Crowley does?
Well, he has Illuminati sign on his
Yeah,
his
exactly.
hat, so therefore.
No, but if I may, I'm going to throw Eddie under the bus. He's not acting like a Christian trying to throw you under the bus, Keith. No, he's supposed to approach you in private.
Look, I don't have an issue.
What I
I
told
don't
you.
have an issue with calling out stuff like this. The issue I have is he's misrepresenting the thing. He's going out his way to make something that it isn't. And he's presenting it to his audience as if it is so. He hasn't approached me once. I haven't badmouthed Eddie once. If I've been supporting the guy, actually, everything.
Yeah.
You and me
It
both.
was really sad when I started getting attacked by this and seeing Well, did you see what Eddy was saying? It's like,
Yeah, he said
Now I
I'm
know why.
confused. I don't know. Maybe he's this. And so my whole thing is, if you follow Jesus and you're a Christian, you need to go to him and ask him. And that's what I told him. And he's not. So we're going to know him by his fruits. You have to do that. You can't just insinuate these things and make accusations like that. These are very, strong accusations.
No, yeah, Eddie straight up ignored the words of Jesus Christ. When Jesus said, if you see a brother in error, approach them in private. That's what Jesus said. Did Eddie do that? No.
In fact, he ignored me when I
still
told
don't
him
see
that.
where I was in error, though.
You weren't in error. That's
even
the
if there
thing.
is a perceived error.
Yeah, I'm with you. I wasn't admitting that you made an error. I'm telling him
no,
if he has a problem, you
should
need to
approach
go and say, hey, I saw this and that, and I need to know, what was your intention on that? Was this because I'm getting this bad vibe or whatever it is, and work it out. Use discernment.
Yeah, I wish he had a lick of evidence, because I haven't heard him quote you or like take you in any type of context. It's just a picture you posted. That's it.
The sad thing is
he's not actually questioning like what you believe. Exactly. He hasn't brought any of that up. He's like,
and the sad thing is, I wouldn't have known about this if nobody told me about this. You know what I mean? He could have at least had the audacity to at least tag me. So hello, okay, you're talking about me. You know what? Say something. But to me, it's very desperate. It's almost like he's just searching for clout. He's just trying to get clicks.
Or he's just taking wild
but he
stabs
doesn't
every direction.
But he doesn't think about the consequences of this.
Right.
He doesn't think that the thing he's pushing on me, other people are going to believe him because he's influencing them.
That's right.
So they're not going to look at both sides of the argument. They're just going to automatically trust Banjo with this false narrative. And in other words, he's pushing people away from getting the gospel on my channel.
That's right. That's what it boils down. Now you're getting to it. That's what it means.
And that's it.
What do you think the chances of him possibly like apologizing are? Are they very slim, or maybe it's a possibility?
How I know Banjo, he apologizes if he's shown wrong. That's why I was hoping he'd come on tonight, and I hope he does watch this. So, because I do believe he will apologize when he sees the reasons for it. Well, that's what I do believe. What will be happening? I don't know.
Right?
Well, it's like he's supposed to be a Christian, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then why is he not acting like one?
There's a lot of influencing going on for sure. And there's a lot of deep dives in the imagery, and there's literally accounts that literally just scour the internet looking for the symbolism. And it's become a little obsessive in the sense that you're trying to this person and look at that. It's very people get into that, man, and it's like you said, it's clickbait. I think that's definitely what's going on.
Like he's trying to paint a picture like, oh, only I have the truth or something, or I'm the leader or whatever. It's like, dude.
Yeah, a lot of times this is what happens. A lot of times people that claim to be Christian, they start getting this pious, holier than thou attitude.
Yeah.
Where I'm better than you because I do this, or I'm better than you because I believe this way and that and the other. And that's so anti-Christian.
Yeah.
It really is.
You're no better than the Sanhedrin.
Yeah.
But that's exactly why Jesus called them brood of vipers.
That's right.
Because of their pride.
Yep.
Okay, let's carry on with that.
He just did that based on my logo. Was intention after it was pointed out about it. I changed it. So what caught my attention here wasn't much the eye. It was the same shape of the crown of thorn. The same shape as in Floppy Davidson's.
That's a stretch.
Same shape, right?
I just want to point out, what shape is a crown of thorns, guys? What does it go specifically on?
Your skull.
On your head, and what shape is your head?
That's
why it's round. It has to be.
It's an oblate spheroid. You're so
Thank you, Bruce,
Yeah.
for your. Thank you, Aaron, for your 5 USDs. He says, but you haven't in your panel accused globals of similar things, i.e., McToon. Like I explained earlier, there's reasons we'd say McToon does certain because he's very blatant in the way he presents it. He even has streams where he's doing the symbolism and claiming it to be a joke.
He's
There's
not even
total
human.
difference in context to this.
He's not even a
He even
human.
goes to and he's not a Christian. He even goes to a church, Duffy's church, and he preaches to the congregation that the Bible he's preaching from is corrupted. That's not Christian. You don't go to a community and say, hey guys, this book you all believe in, by the way, it's corrupted.
What Bible?
The
does
enemy,
he
the enemy's in the
actually?
church for sure.
So yeah, it's quite crazy. But like I said, there is some kind of weird spirit over the FE community of late, and this is one of the reasons why I wanted to sort of, separate from the anti-flat Earth kind of things. It's because of this type of stuff. I don't want to be dragged into it anymore because even me, I was probably wrong in a lot of the ways I handled situations and stuff. I'm humble enough to say that. But I don't want to be part of things like this because it is based on deception and it's not what people are called to do. And it's making FE community look like lunatics, to be honest.
Well, there's something to be said for not shrinking from controversy, which you have not.
But yeah, like I said, I'm never
Sure.
going to say I'm always right. I'm never going to say that I've never done anything wrong. I try my best. That's the main thing. I do try and be as honest and transparent as I can, and I try and my best to do. And I can't ever please everybody. And it's the unfortunate truth. I'm still a human.
How dare
You know
you?
what I mean? I fall
Yes.
short of the glory of God.
Amen. Yeah,
Constantly.
we all do, constantly.
And I think people think because I have a YouTube channel, I have to be just automatically superhuman.
Mhm.
And that's not the truth. I'm just as normal as any person, any bum sitting on the side of the road.
Right.
I'm the same.
That's why this stuff kind of hurts because it's a hard issue, and I've been with you, and you've given me a platform so I can spread the gospel and I can share. And so I know you by your fruit, and so it's really disingenuous for that. I don't want more division. What I want is unity. It's important because the end of that verse says 18:15 says, then you'll gain a brother, because we need to be unified. That's what it is. It's all about talking and making differences and removing all the enemy's tactics and strategies to divide us, because that's exactly what's happened.
Oh, it's like he who doeth truth cometh to the light. Like, does Eddy come here and talk to us at all? No. No, he just remains on the outside somewhere.
I think Eddy has a good heart. I
But he
enjoy
does
Eddy.
in ways.
I do like his content, and I just think this hurt me just listening to this. It kind of like, hey man,
Like, hold the phone though.
reel this back, man. This is not what we're
He's acting like we're unapproachable. Like we're
Yeah.
right here, dude.
Yeah, it's sad because that's what I say. It's almost like he's falling into the trap of he wants to look for something. Even where there's nothing there, he wants it to be. And like I said, he's influenced by some people, unfortunately. Because
Yeah, it does give me from Boston vibes. When Sav said that, I was like, yeah, I'm getting the same vibe.
so,
At least like previously.
Everybody's an Illuminati because they scratch their damn nose. It's like, come on.
well, so apparently, because I wear a hat, I'm evil. So
You are not.
how dare you wear a cap inside?
Wow. Yeah.
At
What's
night.
that?
I'm inside right now
Who
wearing
said
it.
that? Who said that
How
dumb
dare
shit?
you.
Last night in chat, it's like, guys, look at the cap he's wearing at night in the house.
Oh.
He's evil.
Oh man.
Wow. Okay.
Jesus,
Thank you.
look at mine. Look at mine. Mine has a
Oh,
pyramid on it. Look at
oh.
that.
I'm no
Oh,
How dare you
Illuminati
guys.
expert, but I don't
Yeah.
think wearing a hat indoors is a part of the Illuminati game plan.
no.
I don't think wearing hats are a part of the big deception to convince everybody of something.
You think?
Seems
Probably
irrelevant.
because it's black. I don't know.
Well, wait. Have you studied the gematria of the word hat?
Oh, dude,
Yeah, that's
enlighten me.
solved that. I know, man.
Uh,
It's crazy.
And if
The-
we do it in Lebanese, but gematria, it comes up to the number we want. You know, it's always well.
yeah,
we're not
yeah.
reading it in Lebanese, dumbass. You know.
But wait, the Babylonians wore hats, man. So it's evil. Come on.
Well, yeah, they're not fish hats or anything.
Yeah, that's where I'll start questioning things. As soon as you wear a Dagon fish hat,
Yeah.
I think
right.
I'll start questioning. You know, like what's that other guy that said Jesus was a drug addict?
Oh yeah,
Dude.
Professor. I did
Professor
some.
Hammer, what?
I did him the other day. I did some.
Yeah.
I did something on him the other day. It's a weird name, like Iman.
Hammond or Hammer or
Yeah.
really weird character.
he's the one with all the tattoos, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Who's
remember.
like constantly high. That guy.
Yeah. Quite crazy.
So really, this one, really caught my attention. He said, "Well, why is this thorn of, crown of thorns shaped like an eye?" So Flatzoid has been under the lens lately. A lot of people looking at him, me as well.
Well, Eddie, you're
This
under
is
the
a
lens
logo.
too.
Yeah.
Eddie is under the lens of the Word of God, and he's in breach. What a moron! I'm sorry,
it's
but it has to be
But
said.
yeah, that's all that practically goes on, and then yeah, it carries on. Look at this.
If you have like a Facebook page or anything like I do, so we have templates where it has the size, and we have the safe area where we place our templates to make sure nothing is cropped. You have exactly everything.
Yeah, notice TV, desktop. Come on. I set my stuff for the TV because most of my viewers are TV based. Just to let you guys know, most of my viewers watch on the TV. So I set my banners and stuff for the TV. Now, guess what that does to when you look on the desktop or on a phone? It cuts up half
Shrinks
the
it.
face.
In here will be displayed. Everything that's not in this line here, pink, it's not going to be displayed. It's going to be cropped. Okay. So when I designed mine, I had the template. I made sure that everything wasn't cropped, the flat earth map or the Bible verse or anything. I made sure because you can tell if it's going to crop your eye or not. Everything was done correctly. And you can do that. You have all the tools. And then you come across Flatzoids,
Uh-oh.
This is his old banner.
I want to point out, here's my full face in here.
Now, does that thumbs up mean anything, or is it just a thumbs up?
It's just a thumbs up with my full face.
Okay, just checking.
Symbolizing hit the likes.
Just checking.
And then I got the watermarked logo in the back there as big. And then look at my avatar. Is it showing my full logo? Yes, because someone pointed out, oh, it's cutting off. It's only showing your face, your eyes. So I changed it straight away. So now my banner did that. So therefore, yeah, Illuminati confirmed, guys. Thank you for $5. He says, no Globers like me follow Banjo. So don't worry about us believing him. No one watches him. Well, thank you for that, Aaron. Not that it bothers
Well,
me.
it's like other flat earthers do, and especially flat earth Christians. And what Eddie is doing is just uncalled for.
Mhm.
I mean, Keith is absolutely approachable. None of this is necessary.
Nope.
Especially
Not at all.
considering the amount of actual, real, potentially Illuminati shills in the flat Earth community. Like, out of all the people he could have chose, why you? Why not like one of the actual shills that we can constantly talk about
But
and get
that's the
so much
thing I
content?
don't.
And he'd probably
That's the
get
thing I
more
don't
views if he talked
understand.
about them.
But that's the thing I don't understand. I've never badmouthed him once. He's always been speaking good of me. It's just all of a sudden I start getting attacks and I hate things like this, emails and Discord messages and stuff calling me, things under the sun and chill. And it's like, what are you talking about? And it's pushing this nonsense that he's pushing. It's like, what are you? It's like, do you guys have nothing better to do with your life? Do you sit all day in a room somewhere and think, damn, let's look for something to moan about. Let's be Karens of the internet.
And Keith, to be honest, like you, me, PJ, Michael, Sav, and so many others found ourselves in between Eddy and TFE, where TFE wanted to throw out his map, and we're like, hold on, we're not willing to throw it out, even though we don't agree with it 100%. So we were kind of fighting alongside for Eddy there, and now all of a sudden he wants to turn against us.
I mean, I can do the same thing with him, with his AE map strawman thing he keeps pushing. You know what I mean? There's a few things he still pushes after it's been debunked. Okay? And to me, that's a bit dishonest. He's just ignoring it. So I can do exactly the same thing, but I don't do it because why? I don't see him as being I don't think he's intentionally being dishonest. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's just taking wild stabs.
So it's weird. Like I said, I like Eddy. I got nothing against the guy. I just don't agree with what he's doing here because the consequences is just not on.
And we have to have a show dedicated to it.
You guys have do you differ in Flat Earth's views, or do you think you guys are on the same page? Maybe that's another reason why he might have a little bit of
we
distrust
both believe
whatever.
in biblical cosmology. He pushes the AE map as truth all the time.
Yeah.
I don't. I've never pushed it as. I believe yes, we can use it for certain things, but he just, how can I say it? He pushes it religiously.
Yeah.
It's become an idol to him. That's his monarchy of his whole channel, actually. You know what I mean? And with me, where I'm different, I try to explain to people, for instance, when level rises relative to eye level, make sure you say the relative because it can be strawman. Just like I say with the AE map, use it by all means, but be very specific and tell them it's only used for specific reasons. You can't use it for distances because it's not made for distances. But he doesn't, he still just pushes it as the flat earth map. And we always get strawmanned off of, for instance, him pushing it. Unfortunately, when it comes to the flat earth community, we all are linked to whatever any flat earther says. So if a flat earther says pink unicorns created the dome, unfortunately, everybody's going to be labeled under pink unicorns created the dome.
I hate that.
And that's the one thing I hate because, yeah, exactly. We don't have a leader in FE.
No.
There is no such thing as a leader. We're all our own persons. We all have disagreements. We all have our different views on things.
Yep.
And we all get strung into the same arguments, unfortunately. So.
And if I ever had a problem or had a question about something, I could email you or talk to you and say, hey, what do you feel about this? And because I thought, and we'd clear it up, and there would be, just like Derek did this before.
And that's how it's supposed to be.
That's how it's supposed to be. So,
and this is unfortunately, this is the same thing I had while TFE was on with what's that guy Joe, Effed Up World. When I exposed Witsit for vaping, he started attacking me personally. Going all on how dishonest and lying I am when I'm literally showing it on screen that he did what he said he didn't do. And it's going down the same path with now Eddy and others. It's like, what's wrong with you guys?
Well, I've known Joe for a while. He lives 45 minutes away from me. He's always been a bit shilly.
Well,
Like, because
I've always
he's
used to
always,
like.
getting cozy with people like Karen B and all them. As a
Yeah,
Christian,
he's big with I mean, even after Jaron, came back and decided he's no more a flat earther, quote unquote. I've seen F Tappold in there and stuff, and I think he's still a moderator there. So it's your fruits shall labor, you shall know them by their fruits, and it's things
that's
like that.
right.
And Jaron, I'm sorry, if you're a Christian, you should not be subscribed to that guy. He is
Nor
an
be a
antichrist
business
spirit.
partner with
Full
him.
stop.
Yep.
Scripture says, "Do not be unequally yoked with unbelievers," and that's
Yep.
my main beef with Witsit. It happened even before TFE. This is years before.
Hmm.
He pretends like I don't exist as another believer in Christ. Like, no, you're not supposed to do that, Austin. He knows it. He knows what he did, and he'll act like, oh no, I don't hear what you're saying, and he doesn't hear what Christ says either. It's not even, yeah, I'm just quoting scripture. It's not even me saying it. It's Jesus Christ. Yeshua.
Yeah, but you see, when it comes to things like Jaron, he's very in your face. He's like Eric Dubay. He pushes the false narrative of God. Okay? And he's very pertaining to an agenda to make God seem hateful and vengeful and not the characters of what God is. They're not Christians. So I can understand that. But when you have people like, for instance, Witsit claiming to be a Christian, and he's not really a Christian because he's pushing a false narrative of the Hebrew roots kind of thing he's pushed himself into, even that is wrong. Because he's not pushing the true Messiah. He's not pushing the true Savior.
Like one of the last streams he did, he told people to get right with God. Like,
Yeah, but
that's
who's God?
really,
He's God or the true God of the Bible?
Yeah, lowercase g, you mean?
who knows? Like,
Yeah.
dude, Austin, no, you're in serious breach. You made business partners with an absolute heathen.
Got in bed with the devil, baby. That's what happened.
Yeah, that's the problem. It doesn't even have anything to do with TFE. This happened before.
And we didn't need the symbology that we found in him. We found it in his fruits. And it really, for me, it started when it was the vape, I'm sorry, I didn't see that before, but that's when I saw, okay, he's gonna stay on that lie. So I can't trust you anymore. And it just got worse and worse. So
it's like, do you have no experience in cold weather, Austin? No, you don't go from like breathing nothing and all of a sudden a big old plume of smoke comes out.
Yeah, that didn't bother me because I still say, even today, if Witsit would just man up and say, okay, guys, yeah, I'm sorry. I got caught in the lie and I didn't want to, my pride got the better of me or whatever. Just apologize.
yes.
It's fine. I'm more than happy to say, I forgive you, man. It's fine.
Yep. That's what we're supposed to do.
Yeah, that's what I said. Just
I really,
own up to it.
Yeah.
I actually got nothing against Witsit other than his dishonesty. That's it.
Well, it's like he is a believer in Christ, but it's like just the allegiances he's taken. It's spiritually dangerous.
No.
Well, there's that love of money thing too.
Yeah, that's it. That's it right there, Soft.
I need $35,000, but I can't tell you what it's for.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then people moan when I say, "Okay, guys, I just need some money to have a proper microphone." It's like,
Right. I'm about to put one up for a lawnmower, man. My lawnmower sucks. My lawnmower sucks, man. I have to go back over it and shit. And it's like, oh man, nothing lasts like it used to. I used to have one. That thing, I had it for 15 freaking years. This thing, I've only had it 5 years, and it's already falling apart. Planned out.
but it's done good though.
What's that?
But it's done you well though.
Well, yeah. Now I wish I had the old one back though.
I'm jealous, man. I can't even afford a lawnmower, so.
Yeah, you would think the Illuminati would be funding your lawnmowers, man.
Yeah.
They would.
Mm.
They should.
It's amazing. People think the little bit of money I get is this large amount of money because you see super chats and stuff. I mean, it's not that much, guys.
You enjoy your few loaves of bread there, Keith.
Yeah. You guys really do help me because the money I get from this does really support me in a very important way. It's literally paying for my children's education. So thank you for that. I do appreciate everybody.
I'm not even monetized. I tried, and they said, "Oh, you talk about controversial subjects, and that can be harmful to people." And I'm like, "Where? And when have you ever seen a death certificate that says cause of death, controversial subjects?" Never seen
I've
it.
never had that issue though. It's just I've seen with YouTube when I have an issue, like technical issues, they don't really want to help me.
No.
I mean, I go even report
You're on
like
the back
channels and
burner.
stuff that even impersonate me, and they do nothing about it.
They don't want to.
And then I get striked for my own content on someone else's channel.
What the hell?
Yeah. They take my content, stick it on their channel, and then copyright strike me. And then YouTube just doesn't do anything about it.
Yeah, because that's what
They just literally
does,
say
right?
I should sort it out with them. So it's been, I think it's like 4 or 5 videos in the last 3 years that I've had to do that. I had to wait for a copyright strike to stop, to end its time before I can carry on. Because just now I lose my channel because of that.
Yeah.
It's quite crazy. I've lost about 10 videos that I can't never put on my channel because it was there and it's not allowed to be there anymore.
See, that's bullshit.
And
That's
it's
why
my
I've got
content.
that. That's why I stream simultaneously on Rumble. Now I do get paid from Rumble, but not much, And the only thing I rely on that comes in on my channel is like if somebody decides they want to donate money, I have a Cash App and PayPal link. There you go. I don't ask anybody to. I have a banner that gives you the link for donations, but I don't sit there and beg people, send me money, this, that, and the other. I just don't do it. And my main thing is I do not want, I see that as golden handcuffs. You see,
Mm.
if you start getting that, then you start depending on it. Like if YouTube's paying you, right? You start depending on it. Then they start changing the rules and they threaten you. And they're like, well, if you don't do this, then you won't have that. And if you don't do this, or if you do that, we'll take it all away from you. So you find yourself dancing around with hobo speak to get your point out because of some little namby-pamby can't handle his BVs getting hurt over something. It's like, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it, man. I'm sick of it. This soft cushion bubble wrap society they're trying to make where, you might hurt somebody's feelings. Yeah, well, get over it.
Well,
That's
yeah, they bubble wrap all the globies. That's for
freaking
sure.
dirt on it. Walk it off.
And too many people are just willing to conform for the views. They're just A-okay with it.
Mm-hmm. That's it. Golden handcuffs.
But that's what I say. And that's probably why I lose so much subs because I'm not a people pleaser. I'm not here to pussyfoot around the truth and just please people to get subs.
And good.
I mean, for the
No,
truth, if you like truth, you'll be here. If you don't, I can't help you. There's nothing more I can do about that.
And so, I mean,
Yeah, I
what's been
respect
happening
that.
to you
Real
recently,
Shill would
Keith, I mean,
people
it's
say.
strengthening you in that way.
Sorry?
I said, what's been happening to you recently, it's been strengthening you in that way. It's a good thing.
Yeah. God
Despite
works
it
with me every
looking
day.
bad.
Yeah, God works with me every day.
He does. I know he does.
Well, and the thing is despite that, I still, like last night, I had a peak of 152 people watching at one time. And that's pretty good. I mean, as far as my little channel is concerned, 152 people watching at one time. Holy crap.
At my peak, I had about 870 people on a stream. That was my peak.
Concurrent video people watching at one time?
Sorry?
You mean concurrent viewers?
Yeah, concurrent is 890 people.
Wow.
That was during the TFE. And then I averaged about 400 to 500. And when I stopped talking about TFE, it dropped to 100 and then it goes to 50. And now it's, it's more or less about 70, 80 every time now.
And I
But
get
you
it
see, I could easily just fall into the same thing and do the same thing over and over, get my views skyrocketing again with people. But why? For what? I don't see the reason. I don't actually want to push TFE anymore at all. I'm just waiting for the mockumentary to come out so we can just finish the subject once and for all. Because in my opinion, TFE is just demonic. It's done nothing for truth other than just show the deception behind it. That's it. It's done nothing. So
It kind of led into this too. These hypersensitive symbolism catchers and accusers without really, going to them in good faith and asking questions.
exactly.
We know we can make this stuff in such a way that will prevent those stuff. So was this was this a coincidence? I'm puzzled. I'm not accusing anybody. I'm asking questions. We are allowed to ask questions. Was this just a coincidence? Just like this one here? Okay.
Why don't
It's
you
just a
ask?
coincidence.
Yeah.
But
Why
the
didn't he ask you,
coincidence.
Flats? Why didn't he
why
ask
didn't
you? You're asking questions and you're putting that up. Why didn't he ask you? That's what I was trying to tell him.
No idea. Exactly. Why not ask me? Like I said, I told just what happened because I said it for the TV because most of my viewers are TV based. So I set it for them. That's how it works. Because if I set it for a cell phone, but the people watching the TV, it's going to look like this small for them in the band on the TV and it looks useless. Come on. So you make it appealing for everybody, not just one person who worries about, one eye showing.
I mean, the title of the video should have a question mark if he's really just skeptical and he's not sure and he's not making any claims about anyone. He's just presenting evidence. I mean, the title says it all. It's not a question. It's an exclamation.
That's right.
Oh, these are all the Shill. These are the agents, right? And then in the video, he wants to backtrack and say, "Oh, well, I'm not making any claims here. I'm not trying to
making accusations."
That's exactly what you're doing.
Yeah, while making accusations. Exactly that.
Yeah,
but the thing, like I was saying, what bothers me though is you guys were bringing this up to him. If he was really saying, "Yeah, okay," he would at least try and, hear you guys out. But he's not even trying to. He's glossing over it and acting like it's not said. That to me shows the dishonest part of this.
Right.
No, there's more. Right?
There's more, okay.
Just like this, was it a coincidence or made in purpose? Was this a coincidence or, purposely made like this? Right? So, Jaron, the Glober, or the actor, he has been an actor since.
Jaron is.
This is where he equates that flame. He equates this flame to yours, Flats. So
totally
weird.
Different flame.
Completely different. You literally have a Bible verse right above it explaining it.
But mine's an oil lamp.
Exactly. Okay.
That's not an oil lamp.
That's not an oil lamp. You're right.
It's a flame ladder. A flame ladder and an oil lamp are two different things. How does he equate the two?
Yeah.
To me, looks more like a flame,
Yeah, a flame ladder. You know where you climb upon? Because it's enlightenment. Each step is enlightenment. That's what it means in the Freemasonry. Last time I checked, you can't walk on a oil lamp flame.
And then you look at Flatzoid's new.
Oh, no.
New.
Whoa. I want to point out something. Who put that eye there?
Yeah.
Why are you putting an eye? Why not two eyes? Come on.
That's very disingenuous to add that in there. people might say, "Oh, he just has that eye on there," right?
Were you supposed to spell the word incorrectly and not use an I? What is wrong with this bullshit? God.
Mhm.
I mean, in reality, the eye was symbolizing how can I say it, the oil lamp. The flame on top was representing the flame without the oil burning because you're waiting for Jesus. It's
That's
based
right.
on Luke.
Right. Which he's not showing you, by the way, in this particular shot.
See, look, you say the Illuminati eye. That's not even an Illuminati eye. That's literally a letter I. It's a letter I. Last time I checked, the capital I looks just like that, correct? It's the English language.
And illuminated is not exclusive to some occult society. Okay, it really
No.
isn't. It's part of the English language. If one is illuminated with any kind of a knowledge, it doesn't mean that they're a mason. You know, these people, it's almost like that that commie panic, you know, that people were doing in the 50s. You know, they just kind of like, yes, there are communists in Hollywood. Yes, there are communists in the government. That's true. But not every damn buddy that does a certain thing is a communist. You know, that's what I'm trying to get at. These people, they're like all or nothing. They don't, to me, when it seems like if they drive a car, they only have full throttle and stop. They don't have no in between. They don't know how to stay in the middle. They just either full throttle or stop.
But to me, this looks like he's got an issue that my logo is, Creative is illuminated as a light.
Exactly.
But
He's
the
completely-
symbolism behind it is Jesus' light shining.
Yeah, that's exactly right. When I watch it the second time, Flats, it's even worse. Because he adds the eye, he even gives you the definition. Oh, come on, man. That's not on, Yeah, this is a bad look for him. He needs to
Yeah, this isn't
retract
kosher, man.
this. Yeah, that's not right. That's not right. You've completely misrepresented what the meaning of it is.
I mean, it's a different story if I actually have the imagery in there that he's claimed, but he's making stuff up that's not anything close to what he's saying at all.
All grounded on, I just have questions, and I'm a little bit confused. That, you see? Now we have this. Yeah.
It's quite sad because I'm watching this part for the first time. I haven't seen this.
Okay. Yeah, this is
Logo. You have an I that can be interpreted I as I am or the I.
Yes, Jesus is I am. Well done. That's God, the great I am, Yahweh. Wow.
And you also have an illuminated eye.
No, I don't.
Where?
The illuminated eye or eye of providence is a well-known symbol for Masonry.
Whoa. That's a flame. What you talking about, the illuminated eye? That's a flame.
Is he
It's
talking
also
about the
the letter
font?
I.
He's talking about the
not
flame.
an
He's saying
The
it's an
letter.
illuminated eye.
I'm pretty sure I is spelled with an E, not an I.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I don't know how you compare a letter
making
to
symbology
an eye.
he's making symbology out of symbology. You know what I mean? And an illuminated eye, a flame on top of the letter I is an illuminated eye. Brilliant.
Okay. Let's look at the illuminated eye. This is the illuminated eye. Tell me, does my logo look anything at all like this?
No.
Not even close.
Well, what's the guy smoking?
I actually don't see a flame in any of these pictures.
No.
Or the letter I, by the way. I'm seeing the eyes, but not the letter I. So I'm not sure where he's tying those
See,
two together.
I thought he meant like the font is lit up, like
No,
the
no, no.
letter
He's got
Creality is lit, and he's
No, look,
calling that.
Yeah, but no, he's pointing out the flame. This flame is the eye. That's why he's got illuminated eye. See, illuminated.
Okay, I got you.
So he's claiming it is literally.
The,
Okay,
the
zoom out.
flame.
There we go. Oh wait. There we
Yeah,
go.
the
See that?
flame is.
He's claiming it's this. That. What? No.
Reaching.
I just want to say, if you were even to do that, you could definitely be more intentional because it's in the shape of a raindrop, not the shape of an eye.
I think I could have just made a pyramid and done it with,
Yeah.
I just could have used the pyramid with an eye in it if I really wanted to do it. I mean, you saw my thumbnail tonight. I got the actual illuminating eye pyramid on the hoodie.
He's
Yeah, I
actually
saw that.
he's actually assuming about everyone that watches any creator's channel that they are just mindless drones that agree and go along with whatever and everything else like that. They don't have their own discernment. That's
And
what he's actually inferring.
And that's the problem. Exactly. This is unfortunately giving the FE community a bad name because it's showing gullibility and it's just showing they can make shit up as they go along and everybody's just going to accept it.
Yep.
And I have a problem with that
Yeah.
because I'm
Just
part of
quick-
that community.
So
How many likes does this video have? Does it have good feedback? Is there people like calling him out in the comments?
haven't even checked.
Perhaps?
1,171 views from 18 hours ago. Cole Taylor, 100% what's with these Cyclops fans?
Huh.
Cole, you're supposed to be a supporter of my channel, man. What's wrong? He was in earlier, by the way.
Wow.
True Christian, this is what I was talking about, one of the influencers.
Yeah.
This guy is the one saying I'm a shill because I have Dave Weiss or Mark Chardon come on while we were talking about TFE.
Oh no, he doesn't call
Because
you
I had
shill
them on.
now. It's a shill enabler.
Yes,
and that's
that
the truth.
makes me a shill. Yes, because I'm a shill enabler. I
That's
am a
weird.
misinformation agent because I give a platform for them
Yeah.
to shill, which is
I was
total
actually there when you were talking to Mark Sargent briefly, and you weren't really agreeing with everything he was saying. I mean, you guys had some disagreements. I mean, obviously, as a flat earther, you're going to agree on some things. Like even shill flat earthers, I'm also a flat earther, so I guess we agree on that. But you're still a shill, you know what I mean? Like, so I was there for that live, and you weren't just like you weren't.
I wasn't agreeing with him
like,
at all.
for him or anything. You
I
were
was calling
you
him
were having a
out.
discussion, and you even brought up the fact like. Because he said, "Oh, all publicity is good publicity," and even you had a problem with that, and you were like, "Bro, you got to stop putting all this dumb stuff out there. You're making Flat Earth look bad." And like, it was an actual conversation. You weren't just enabling a shill to come spew his lies and say whatever he wanted. Like, you were still moderating the conversation. You know what I mean?
But that's what I'm saying. Even Dave Weiss, they know I call them a shill. They
Yeah.
literally come on show and I've told it to their faces. So it's really odd. And then you get people like that push total nonsense.
Well, it's like
By the
True
way,
Christian is
True
not
Christian has
acting like
still
a
been
true
too
Christian
scared to
people.
come talk to me about any of the accusations he's made about me.
He's not a true Christian at all. Read his comments. He's not a true Christian at all. He's a judgmental piece of crap, is what he is.
Check here, look here. In summary, Flat Earth is a major shill enabler, at the very least. At most, maybe he's a shill himself too.
Who said that?
That's True Christian. No, this is his whole thing regarding Flat Earth this year. Even post TFE, he hosted on his channel known shills David Weiss, Jonathan Mirandi, Mark Sargent, and Sean Griffin KRC, and he's had very friendly relations with all of them, and given them all a soapbox from which to promote their new world order shillery. In addition, as you pointed out, he also has no problem with the one-eye symbolism of Sandro, and likewise, Flat's good pal Sov has one-eye bong device, which he has shown on streams before. And Flats frequently has a guy named Luca on his panel who literally displays a cartoon demon as his avatar for the entire time. I'm not sure whether or not Flatsoid means well in his heart, but whether he does or not, his behaviors, such as those as I have just described, are doing great harm to credibility of the community. And he is thus helping to ensure that the topic of biblical cosmology remains in the toxic cesspool into which his new world order pals like Weiss, Sargent, and Cassie have dragged into where they want to be remained. In summary, blah blah. I just want to say that comment alone is what's embarrassing to
Yeah.
the flat Earth community.
Mhm.
I put in there, I just put a comment on that video. I said, sometimes a cigar is just a cigar. Okay.
Well, it's like you're not allowed to act like an authority when you don't show your name, you don't show your face, you just sit there and hide in the shadows and act like you're casting light on stuff.
But don't you see he's doing the same what Eddy does? Makes an argument, accusation, and say, well, I'm not really making an accusation. I don't really, but he's
Yeah.
literally made an accusation.
He's making an accusation, exactly.
Like running away from it. That means you have a guilty conscience, by the way.
And
Yeah.
he's made these accusations. He's not playing a clip and just giving you context. He's taking your picture, adding an eye by himself that was not in the original picture, pulling up a definition, and like editing all of this stuff. But he's not making a claim though.
No, not making a claim at all.
Yeah.
He lit another long message, I see. Brother, the problem you're discussing here have two major components. The first of which well understood and the second which is not. Number one, the shills themselves. Most people get this point. Number two, the shill enablers. This is the colossal issue that is currently still flying under the radar of most people. The shill enablers are the guys like Seven Club. Shout out to Seven Club, by the way. Ironworks, shout out to Ironworks and Flatsoid, etc. Why is my name always put up in there for some reason? Who prop up, bolster, and welcome the shills. And thereby, as a result of doing that, these shill enablers are the ones who help the shills to maintain their infiltration presence, power, control, and influence within the community. In other words, shill enablers are equally as big as a problem as all the shills themselves. We need to have 100% clean break, meaning no connection with whosoever between us and them, from both the shills themselves and also the shill enablers too. By the way, what does the Bible say about separation or trying to separate Christians? Not very Christian-like, is it?
No.
Yeah.
Try and sort this one.
Taking advantage
No.
of your Christian nature. You're a nice guy. You're not gonna. These people come on and you still you give them somewhat of a hard time, but you're not just gonna make fun of them the whole time. You know what I mean? And you're a nice guy at heart. And I think they see that as a weakness. And you're like, oh, why aren't you bullying the shill? You're one of them. You're supposed to bully the shill. And that's that's not really the most Christian thing to do. You know what I mean? You can call someone out without being an asshole about it and just, the way they want you to do it,
Well, let's look at journalism, for instance. Doesn't journalism have to be unbiased? Not that today it is unbiased, but it's supposed to be. So when I have people on that I don't agree with, they know I don't agree with them. I'm very vocal about it. And I explain why. So this nonsense he's making up here is it's just literally slander. Nothing other I can say.
Well, there's no weight to it. I'm not even
It's
going to
super
bother
weak.
with that anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we just proved he's not even addressing the flame in the logo after Luke 12:35 and 36. I told him in the top comment. I think that was the first comment. I don't remember, but it was ridiculous. I don't understand.
I see you. Yeah, this is yours. Flatwood is a brother in Christ. The flameless logo refers to keep the lamp burning. See Luke 12:35-6. Also, here as Jesus saves. I know him personally. He is not in the club. I'm a pastor and done Bible studies with him. He loves Jesus and professes Christ as Lord. Amen. Says, thanks for communicating, but he needs to be a bit wiser when creating his thumbnails. Because
you
there's
need to be
more
more
one item.
wiser. Yeah. He needs to be more wiser in reading the whole thing and actually we just saw it.
What's scary about this is the discernment.
Yeah, that's really weak.
It's really
Well,
bad.
I can understand where he's coming from because there is a lot of flip.
Yeah?
Oh, he froze.
He froze.
Am I frozen?
No, not you. Derek is.
Oh, Derek's frozen. Oh.
Derek is frozen.
We're all going through that today.
See
Yeah,
this?
no, it was just
See this new
Okay.
vape that I got? It's called Antarctic Breath.
oh,
Sir
What's up
vapes a
now?
lot. Sir
What's up
vapes
now?
a lot. What's up, man? What's up now? Well, anyway, you guys can go read through all the comments. Quite a lot of them do actually talk about me for some odd reason.
yeah.
Yeah, you get the most flack when you're over the
That's
target.
what it is not. Oh, thank you, Mr. Dr. Bass. You rock, man. Banjo stole my intro music. But yeah, I think it's quite telling. Well, I do take this as a compliment, though. I am running around in people's minds constantly. So, thank you for that.
Mm-hmm.
The illuminated eye or eye of providence is a well-known symbol of Freemasonry, representing the all-seeing eye of God or the great architect of the universe. It serves as a reminder to Masons that their thoughts, words, and actions are constantly observed by higher power, encourage them to. So, is this all just a coincidence? This flame on the eye, the illuminated eye, the illuminated eye. Guys, I'm asking questions. Okay, I'm not accusing anybody, but I'm puzzled because these guys are sending mixed messages.
No, my
Okay,
message is
mixed.
very clear. Very, very clear. That's, let me do this.
Oh, I need to find this.
I'm wondering if he did any background research on this. Like when he did this, he's like, "Oh, there's the all-seeing eye in the thumbnail. Let me find some video evidence." I wonder how much video he watched of you, and then he still decided to say that you're potentially a disinformation agent after he couldn't find a single clip of you verbally being a disinformation agent. Because I'm almost certain he definitely watched some of your videos. He tried to clip it, and he was like, "Wow, there's really nothing for me to clip. But I'm gonna push this video anyways, even though I lack the evidence." Oh, is he gone? What happened? Did he cut out?
Yeah, his little avatar is gone. We're
No,
all just.
I agree with you. I'll just stop and get a coffee. What happened to Flats?
I don't
He
know.
gone?
It
Yeah,
just kinda,
he cut out, I guess.
he'll be back.
It happened in the beginning of the stream, so he'll probably be back pretty quick.
Yeah, my screen went dark too. I had to come. That was weird. Not sure what the whole street. Oh, why the whole street is off now? That's what he's saying.
But yeah, I
Yep.
either think he did the research and just decided to push the video out anyways, or he didn't do the research and he's just misinformed. Because if he
Yeah.
watches any of the videos, like we haven't gone through the whole video. Maybe he has a clip of him talking, but as far as I'm concerned, it's just a thumbnail. He doesn't have any actual evidence or like
No.
judging his character. It's just, oh well, he posted a picture, so therefore he's in the club.
Yeah. No, you saw the meat of it. That was it. Like
That's
it's
it.
about
Yeah.
to end.
So
Yeah.
either he's
He
being
doesn't say.
disingenuous or he didn't do the research.
Yeah. That's why. Yeah,
And
that's why
honestly,
we.
I think he did do the research. I'm gonna be honest. If he found a clip that could have fit in that video, he probably would have posted that clip. But the thing is, he didn't find any clips, so that's just disingenuous. There's no evidence, so he just takes what he has. And then he's like, "Well, I don't have enough evidence to suggest that I'm making a claim yet." While making the claim.
Yeah. Yeah. Reflecting back, kind of reflecting back at because I used to watch Banjo regularly. He kind of had a problem with the Morandi video. He started kind of maybe there's something there, and it's like what? And then he just yesterday it was just like he went full blown. Oh, he could be the shill. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I've always seen him as kind of a skeptical flat earther myself, because obviously he is like dead set on the AE model and things like that. But I've never been like super against him or anything. But I've always been in the lens of like, all right, he's more of a skeptical flat earther than like, let's get into the hard facts. Today we're gonna measure these distances or do this calculation. It's always kind of like, well, what if this happened, and like, you know what I mean? It's kind of speculation for the most part, which is fine. I mean, I like to speculate too, but typically not when it comes to like discrediting someone. I don't think we should speculate on that. We should probably have evidence.
Exactly.
Exactly. So
Well, hopefully it comes back soon, man. It's
yeah, it looks like
I don't know what's going on with that.
PJ's taking over. He's
Oh,
the
okay.
Sava's
This is
taking
my
over.
stream. I am not.
He says-
I can't take
He's
over.
a-
I don't have any control over any of this shit.
I know. I'm not.
Savvy veteran.
I
Oh,
have,
we got-
I have to be master of ceremonies for my own one. I'm not being master of ceremonies.
Well, this crap with these guys in there, all the time, and I started laughing because I used to watch like RV Truth, and I used to watch Richie from Boston and shit, and then they started like going off the freaking deep end with everybody that scratched their nose or touched their eye or whatever else. And look, if I freeze frame this right here at this one particular microsecond, you can see it's like, wow,
Yeah.
guys,
Mhm.
it's almost like somebody who's been in Vietnam too many tours, man. He's trying to hide from the people in the Chinese restaurant. He's like, "There's Charlies everywhere, man." It's like,
Yeah.
no.
And I wouldn't necessarily say they're completely wrong, but there has to be more than just a still frame. You know what I mean?
You gotta go
Get
with
their words. You know what I mean? Actions speak very loud. Words speak loud. You know what I mean? Like a thumbnail isn't enough to call somebody a shill, in my personal opinion.
No, of course not.
No, I go by what
Yeah.
I see of them. I go by and most important, what I go by is what my freaking gut tells me. I've learned
Yeah.
to listen to that sucker, man. It ain't never wrong.
Mm-hmm.
If I start to
Intuition.
get that wary feeling, I'm like, okay, I don't know why I'm getting this, but I'm going to just keep an eye on it. I'm just going to keep an eye on it.
Yeah.
I mean,
No,
I kind of
he-
got that way. Jaron there, he had hit me up, wanted me to be on this thing where they were going to make fun of NASA videos and shit like that, kind of like Mystery Science Theater. I thought, hey, that sounds cool as hell, man. I love that show, Mystery Science Theater, anyways, In fact, watching anything with me is kind of like being at Mystery Science Theater because I'm constantly making little clips and remarks and shit while it's going. So it was right up my wheelhouse. I was like, hell yeah, let's do that. But then, there's only so much you can do with that. So then they changed it to where they were going to have like a spinny wheel. And we had a spinny wheel on there and everything. But the whole time I was like, now wait a second, man. Of all the people, why me? Why are you asking me to do this with you? What's going on? It may be that okay, we have a similar type sense of humor. Okay, that I can go with that. All right, let's go with that. But something just don't seem right with it, And I was doing it on my time. No, I didn't get paid for any of that shit or anything. I didn't ask to be. I was having a good time with it. And then it was starting to get to be where it was a pain in the ass. They were going to actually change the time to 4:20 Eastern. And I'm like, no, I ain't going to be able to do that. But by then they went to the thing, and then Jaron flipped his shit on everybody, and I didn't buy his bullshit. And he got angry at me and sent me torrents of messages telling me I'm retarded and every other thing like that. So I just blocked him. I was like, I got need to listen to you, man.
Yeah. That sounds fishy. But
Somebody
now we
left.
know.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, now we know based on the fruit of what we're getting from Jaron, your intuition was correct.
Yeah, I was kind of like, and another thing too is when I went to Vegas, I went to the Flat Earth thing in Vegas there, and of course, all the cast of characters was there, and we went down in this arboretum area they had like in the middle of the hotel, and there's like a bar down there and all that, and there was a bunch of people gathered down there kind of mingling around. So I went down there, and of course I saw Witsit standing there, and I thought, oh, I think I'll go over and talk to him because I want to see what he thinks about my idea where I'm going with the sun and the earth working in a like a magnetic convection, you know. And then something just kind of stopped me. I was like, nah, talk to him later.
Huh.
You know, whereas
Yeah.
normally you'd think that everybody you'd want to scramble over there and start talking to him. And I was like, so I ended up never even talking to him at the thing. I had the most fun I had there was going over to the campground and playing guitar and hanging out with a bunch of people and shit. That was probably the
bet you
best
that.
part of the whole thing.
Oh, I bet you that would have been cool.
It was with Mojo was there, and a bunch of other folks. Gerald Davis was there. That was right before he got his truck stolen. His truck got stolen like the next day.
Did you ever talk to Run Boston Bear?
I may have in person. I'm not sure if I did there, but I've talked to him on shows and stuff. It's hard for me, man. There's so many people I run across all the time, and I have to stop and think, is that online or was that in real world?
Yeah. I like him. I have a heart for him. I don't know why. He helped me out. He helped me out one time and he explained stars to me. And when early on in my discovery,
He seems like a nice enough fellow.
Oh, he's a real great guy. Just for him to call, give me the time and talk to me and answer my questions when I was first getting into it. It was, I just kind of curious. Of course, the association with Witsit is, but it is what it is.
Did his whole stream go down?
Whose is that?
Let me take a look. Is anybody else able to look?
I got it over here, and it looks like no. We're just all small down at the bottom of the screen.
Oh, okay, but it's still going.
Yeah, it's still going.
Okay. Wow. Hopefully he'll be back. I think it's been about 5-10 minutes now.
It's probably been a good 5 minutes at least.
Do we want to call it in like 15 or?
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
I would say so.
He doesn't seem like he's coming back, then yeah.
If he's not come back by now, he's not got. I doubt he's got to come back. Has he put anything in chat?
Let me.
Yeah, I actually wanted to mention something.
Yeah, he said, Sandro, I have a few stalker who want to know every detail of my life.
Okay.
Somebody mentioned if I was new to the Flat Earth, I'd be really bored with it. And I think that's the whole reason why these crazy shill videos come out in the first place, is to maybe partially the reason, but I think it's trying to just stir drama, bring people back into Flat Earth. Like, I really don't see any substance in this whole video made by him. I'll be honest with you. There's really nothing there. It's just a bunch of speculation. And I think even he's bored with Flat Earth. That's why he's sitting here calling out somebody with Jesus in the name of the channel, saying they're a part of the Illuminati, because he's bored. Honestly, genuinely, he's probably just as bored as you. I don't know who said that in the comments there, but somebody said if I was new to Flat Earth, I'd be bored with it. And yeah, I think he is too. That's why he made this video. He's got too much time on his hands.
Well, it's kind of like, okay, we know that we've been lied to, that it's a globe and everything, and I think it's like after a while, it's sort of like, okay, that's life. Here we are in life. Yeah. Now the same people that gave us that bullshit. And don't think we're not going to keep bringing that up as examples and stuff. But the same people that gave us that shit and gave us compulsory education and all that crap, those are the people we need to focus on and look at and see, how was the trick done? That's important. How was the trick done? What significance does it play on everything else? And as you can see, as the veil starts shredding, we're seeing so much reality coming to light, where it's like people are coming to the realization finally that it's not a left-right thing. They're going beyond that little puppet show for children. They're realizing that everybody in that is in a cabal. They're in a club. George Carlin tried to tell everybody, but people's minds weren't open up enough to really realize how deep it actually goes.
Yeah.
You know, it's easy to pass it off. Oh yeah, it's a great big club and you're not in it. Yeah, but what kind of club is it, and what's its end game? That's what I want to get into. See, why do they want me to believe this crazy nonsense? Why do they want me to think this way?
That's it.
Because let's
Yeah.
face it, there ain't one person watching this show or up here on this panel that the globe Earth was their idea. No one of you ever went, hey, you know, that sunset makes me think that the Earth must be a globe. No one said that ever in their life. Okay, this was shit that was placed on you, and they relied on your perception deception that they placed on you. Okay, you were told that by an educator. What is the function of an educator? Well, of course, to make me smart and educate you. So then it always falls into motive. Well, why would they lie to me? It doesn't matter why they lie. Okay, they did lie. Now we can look into why.
Yeah.
You have to first acknowledge that they have lied.
Right. Once you do that, then you can start unraveling and
Right.
start getting to the truth.
Right. And you start realizing that it does have a lot to do with hiding God, hiding creation. This is
That's
why
exactly.
they put the evolution as fact, and it's the flimsiest, stupid, non-scientific theory that anybody has ever come up with in the world. I mean, besides the globe and the soul lure system and the rest of that, which entertains all kinds of physical impossibilities right from inception.
Mm-hmm.
But they take it as gospel because they were told by what they perceived as someone that was imparting knowledge. No, they were imparting things for you to regurgitate back to them the way that it was told to you. And then they tell you you're a good boy. They give you a good mark. You're rewarded. You get to go to the next level. But the next level's not really any higher. It's just more stupid shit.
Yeah. You keep
Yep.
going up that level, but it's not higher. Yeah, you're right. Right.
No. Here's a larger amount of stupid shit for you to regurgitate back to me. I mean, if you think about it, what did you learn in your public education that is actually outside? Now, I'm saying outside of arithmetic, spelling, you know, that kind of thing. What did school ever teach you that you actually use in your everyday life?
Nothing.
Not a
Little.
freaking thing. 12 years of teaching a whole lot about nothing. That's what it's all about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it's about indoctrination and it's not about teaching. Not the truth anyway.
It's like they'll say they try to threaten a kid. They'll say, like, toward the end of the year, they'll say, listen, if you don't do such and such, you're not going to graduate. You won't get your diploma. Well, who cares? Who really cares? Does that mean that I don't have anything that you gave me those 12 years still in my head? It's not going to, that I need this little ceremony and a little plaque or whatever in order to concrete it into my mind? Shit, no. All that is release day from prison. That's why everybody's so damn happy.
Yeah.
You never hear them up there giving a speech about, look at these young minds ready to go out and create their own businesses and ready, you know, no. Ready to enter the workforce. What? Wait a second. So this was just slave obedience school is basically what we had.
Yep.
Oh, man.
That's true.
I didn't ever see if Flat
Yeah,
Earth.
hit the likes and share the show, guys.
Absolutely.
I know it is troubling once you wake up to the truth. And you know, as a public educator, my world has been rocked, to say the least. So I've had to, you know, the reality is it's not really the academic stuff. That really is teaching them how to learn, how to think for themselves. Like that's the bottom line. So
That's
and problem
what should be
solving.
taught.
You know,
Yeah.
problem solving requires, you know,
Critical-
answering questions and looking through text and trying to figure out. I mean, that's important. but you're
thinking
right.
skills,
Critical thinking is
skills,
so important.
deductive reasoning.
Yep.
Deductive reasoning, you know, that is so important.
Yeah.
So
The scientific
important.
method is
They
cool
rely
too.
on a citation by someone there again with their perception deception. You know, some guy, well, This guy said, well, who is that guy? You don't know. You've just been told this guy's some famous person, may or may not have even existed, and you regurgitate some shit that it said in there.
Yeah.
How do you verify that what's in there is actually correct? Just because some guy said it?
As a history teacher, I have to open up. So this is what the textbook says.
That's exactly right.
And sometimes, and this is what they tell us, but, and I always remind them, hey, the victors get to tell the story. Always remember that. You're only going to hear a part of their side.
Well, and you're not allowed to really ask questions that go outside the narrative.
Yeah, it's always it's always following specific guidelines too. You don't really, they tell you how to reach the solution, and they don't really give you an opportunity to be like, okay, well, is there another way to get to this solution? No, there's only one way. Do it this way. If you don't do it this way, you're wrong. Even if you got the same answer, you're not following our system to do it, so you're wrong. You know what I mean? And it takes away the free thinking of it. You're just memorizing and regurgitating what you've already been told instead of actually coming to your own conclusions.
Right. Well, see,
we don't want you to reiterate. We want you to say word for word what we told you. Okay, so I'm not thinking for myself. I'm just a robot.
Well, it's like when they taught us about the Civil War in school, the American Civil War, of course, and they said it was fought to free the slaves. And I was like, okay, now wait a second, hold up a minute. I'm having a problem with it, because Washington D.C., where is that at? Oh, that's right. It's nestled right in between Virginia and Maryland.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Both of which were slave states. One of those states, the Commonwealth of Virginia, seceded away from the Union. Maryland did not. You know what? They still remain slave states, both of them. Maryland was a slave state all the way up through the war. Now, what? It's like right there in your backyard, and you're not doing anything about it there, I noticed. So what's
really about states' rights and power?
See, and there's like, well, there's a lot of technicalities. They'll get to that in other classes, and I'm like, no, they won't. No, they won't. They won't touch that with a 10-foot pole.
Hey, Sav, every answer like I have when I was teaching. So I teach Revolutionary War now, but when I was teaching Civil War, every answer, slavery. Like, if it was a choice, they chose it because they're just programmed. It's got to be slavery.
Okay, well, as a teacher of the American Revolution, or as it could be called if you were British, American treason, colonial treason.
Yeah, the American Rebellion.
But do you really believe that the colonial army and the militias actually defeated the greatest empire in the world and became independent? Or does it look more like it was
very troubling,
like a big fight and they said, okay, oh shit, we lost, you can be America now,
Yeah, I find it very troubling.
Yeah. Well, especially since on July the 2nd, 1776, the United States of America Corporation was registered in London, England, and then the Declaration of Independence signed 2 days later.
Yeah, that's not in our textbook, Sav.
Yeah.
Hey, and even I teach the War of 1812. That's even more fascinating.
Oh yeah.
It's also interesting that the Illuminati was founded not too far before that, in May 1776.
Yep.
May 1st. That's when the Illuminati was founded.
Yeah.
Same year as America.
But yeah, 1812. A lot of people don't know that was a war from the bank. That was about the banks, man. That's exactly what that was, because the charter for the first central bank was due in 1812, and they didn't renew the charter. And Rothschild had already said that if the Americans do not renew my charter for a central bank, they will find themselves embroiled in a most bitter war. Well, they didn't renew it, and down came troops from Canada. In fact, there was still there was still a prospect of hostility when the Alamo took place. This is why the Army couldn't send they didn't have anybody to send to the Alamo because they were busy guarding the northern border from the Canadians.
Okay,
Spare the manpower.
that's in 1836, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
so
there was
because the Alamo
still a bit of hostility with the. I think it had something to do with guarding the Oregon region.
okay, the Oregon country territory. Yeah, that was owned by Russia, United States, France. Yeah, who's the other one? I think it was French.
Indians.
Yeah, Native Americans for real. Yeah, yeah, it's something else, man. It's
Who was
been
it
hard
said history would be a marvelous thing if only it were true? I think it was. Who was it? Was it Bastiat? May have been.
I don't know.
Oh my God, what is going on?
Something. Yeah, it looks like his Flat's power went out in this whole
Oh,
block,
Lord.
so he is not going to return.
Got it.
I'm going to get off here then, gentlemen.
Closing.
Don't trust Whitey.
Yeah. Don't be caught blinking. Don't ever be caught winking.
Oh no! I
Don't
rubbed
put
my
ovals in your YouTube profile. No ovals or triangles or eyes or don't even use the letter I. Actually, don't even spell with the I. Just don't even use that letter.
Just don't put anything. Just
No flames. Just
Yeah.
put a blank black box. Don't even make a thumbnail.
Yeah. No,
Well, you can't use black because that's a little,
Don't
Yeah,
use the
honestly,
color
that's
More like a
Illuminati
gray.
too, bro. Yeah, that's that. Yep.
Yeah, you got to
yeah,
use
you can't
gray.
use the color purple, red, blue, orange. The number
Dang it.
11, 33,
I really liked green.
66. Mhm.
Well, no, dude. Green is the same color as the dollar bill, man, and that's got the Illuminati eye on it. Can't use that either.
Of course.
Well, I'm gonna hop out. God bless y'all. You have a wonderful day. Yo, Sav, are you streaming tonight?
No, I got shit I got to do around here tonight. I'm probably going to work in the morning. So,
Alrighty. Well, you have a good day.
but
man. It
always
was good talking to
on
you.
Tuesdays. Always on Tuesdays.
Sounds good, brother.
All right, man.
Bless, guys. Love yous. Ta-ta.